Welcome to another episode of Leadership Unplugged, where we transform organizational theories into practical insights you can use every day. I'm your host, Nicole, and today we're deep diving into the fascinating world of social power as laid out by John R.P. French Jr. and Benjamin Raven. Whether you're an educational leader, a manager, or just someone curious about how influence works, this episode is packed with insights that'll help you understand and apply the basis of social power to become the most effective leader. But before we get into French and Raven's 5 key bases of power, let's explore the concept of power and influence in itself. Power isn't just about commanding authority or giving orders. It's about the ability to shape behaviors, attitudes, and decisions. This influence can manifest in various ways, depending on the type of power at play. Now, let's talk about psychological change and social influence. Psychological change refers to shifts in behavior, opinions, or attitudes as a result of social influence. This can be positive, like inspiring someone to adopt healthier habits, or negative, like pressuring someone to conform to harmful norms. Social influence can either encourage or discourage certain behaviors. With these concepts in mind, let's take a look at how French and Raven's theory breaks down social power into 5 key bases, each playing a unique role in shaping behaviors and decisions. To kick things off, let's imagine your principal introduces a new teaching strategy to be implemented in your school. The authority that she holds means that staff are more likely to adopt this strategy, even if they have mixed feelings about it. The psychological impact here is that the teachers comply because the principal's role carries inherent authority and respect. This, my friends, is legitimate power. This type of power comes from a formal position or role within an organization. However, folks, legitimate power isn't just about hierarchy. It's about the social contract. When people accept your authority, they're agreeing to follow your directives within the scope of your role. This acceptance involves psychological change, where individuals adjust their behavior in response to the authority figure's position. So what riveting basis of power is next, you ask? Well, picture this. Your administrator offers additional professional development opportunities, no matter the cost, for teachers who implement innovative teaching methods in their classrooms. This reward motivates teachers to put extra work and effort into their practice because they see a tangible benefit linked to their performance and dedication. This is called reward power, which provides benefits or rewards in exchange for compliance. Reward power is all about using incentives to motivate others. Now, for a moment, let's take a look at the dark side of power, if you will. Just imagine your lovely administrator imposes consequences for staff who fail to meet her performance goal, the innovative teaching methods implementation that we spoke of earlier. Her consequences include reducing your professional development budget or even excluding you from additional learning opportunities. While this can drive compliance sometimes and improve performance, it can also create, a tense and stressful work environment. This is called coercive power. This type of power is really about using threats or punishments to control behavior. While it might get results, it isn't the most pleasant way to motivate, and it can create a really hostile environment. Coercive power needs to be balanced with supportive measures and positive reinforcements to avoid negative outcomes like resentment and decreased morale. What's next, you ask? Consider this. Your school division hires an expert in educational technology to implement a new online learning platform. Yes, another one. This expert's deep knowledge makes them the go-to person for support that you will have on hand. This is called expert power. This power comes from possessing specialized knowledge or skills. Really, when you're seen as an expert, people listen to you. So go out and get that PhD, folks. And last but not least, I'd like to challenge you to think of a leader you know who is admired. This person holds the power of admiration and respect. Think of it as the charisma factor. This type of power is called referent power. This person's ability to connect on personal levels inspires others to follow their example willingly. Referent power works because people are drawn to those they respect and admire, and they're motivated to align their behavior with the leader's values and actions. So just be awesome. Let's take a quick break from our exploration and hear a word from our sponsor. Unlock the full potential of your leadership with a deeper understanding of power dynamics. Our quick guide on the 5 types of power can help you balance authority, motivation, and influence effectively.
Legitimate power!
Embrace your role with responsibility and fairness.
Reward power!
Motivate and inspire with meaningful.
Coercive power!
Use carefully, ensuring fairness and support.
Expert power!
Leverage your knowledge to guide and influence.
Referent power!
Build connections and inspire through admiration. Master these power bases to enhance your leadership skills and create an amazing work environment. Stay tuned for more insights and strategies on Leadership Unplugged. Welcome back, folks. Do we have something special for you? We're thrilled to have Dr. Ocean Genero here, an expert in educational leadership and a guru in specialized educational practices, joining us to discuss these power bases in action. Much for being here today.
Hello, Nicole. It's great to be here. I am a huge fan.
Wonderful. So as you know, we've been talking about the basis of power. We would love to hear your insights and expertise on the 5 types of power that influence behavior. Let's start with legitimate power. How do you see this playing out in your role?
In my experience, legitimate power is foundational. For example, as a school principal, I have the authority to make decisions that impact the entire school. But it's so important to pair that authority with transparency and fairness to be sure it's respected. If I were to implement a new policy, I'd make sure to communicate the rationale and involve staff in the process to maintain trust.
Wow, that's a fascinating point. How about reward power? Can you give an example of how you've used it?
Sure. I've implemented a recognition program where teachers earn points for innovative practices and collaboration. This has not only motivated the staff, but also helped in the development of a collaborative culture. The teachers appreciate the recognition, and it encourages them to share the best practices with their peers.
Fantastic. What a lucky staff. Let's discuss expert power next. How has your expertise influenced your colleagues?
My background in special education allows me to provide valuable insights and strategies. For instance, I led workshops on differentiated instruction that help teachers adapt their teaching methods to meet diverse student needs. Sharing this expertise has empowered my staff to enhance their practices and improve student outcomes.
Amazing. And finally, how do you use referent power in your leadership?
I strive to be approachable and empathetic. By showing genuine interest in my staff's professional and personal lives, I build strong relationships and earn their respect. This personal connection makes it easier to influence and guide them positively.
You are so incredible. Thank you, Dr. Genero, for sharing these powerful insights. It's clear that understanding and utilizing these bases of power have led you to a more effective and impactful leadership.
Thank you so much for having me.
And that wraps up today's episode of Leadership Unplugged. Remember, power isn't just about control, it's about influence and connection. Want to find out more? Check out the riveting book, Classics of Organization Theory by J.M. Shafritz. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave us a review. I'm Nicole, power out.